English size. So the Bentley Australian Derby about to get underway. Explosive Jack's locked away. We wait now on 𝘼𝙑𝙨 and the frontman. The remaining two in a field of 16 for this year's edition. And 𝘼𝙑𝙨 will be ridden more conservatively today, given he's drawn the outside. Lights on. Rocket Spade restless. Set now. And they're off from the Bentley Australian Derby. Rondino gets well back and Montefiore has jumped about midfield. The front man and 𝘼𝙪𝙨 wide out first to into stride. Prompt Prodigy poking through between the pair. Toscanini and 𝘼𝙏𝙀 into forward positions, and Rocket Spade is right there on the rail. So it's a Kingo for the lead. Skylab parks up on the outside of Montefiore. So Collett's got the filly very handy turning out of the straight, but there's still no established leader yet. Milford's cast a bit deep. So's Young Werther on the outside of Lion's Roar. Olympic Gaze back on the fence. Further back to 𝘍𝙗𝙗. Explosive Jack's out deep from Rondino. And 𝘼𝙑𝙨's been snagged back to last. So the frontman eventually won the battle for the front. Prompt Prodigy gets the spot outside. So it's the frontman in front from Prompt Prodigy going over the crossing, and Toscanini shades 𝘼𝙏𝙀 for third. So 𝘼𝙪𝙨, the Tulloch Stakes winner, settles in fifth on the outside of Rocket Spade. Montefiore is about midfield on the inside of Skylab, and Milford's in a three-wide position. Further back to Olympic Gaze, Lion's Roar between runners, Young Werther deeper out. Further back then to Rondino from 𝘍𝙗𝙗. Explosive Jack trying to improve, and improving a few slots now, and 𝘼𝙑𝙨 tries to get onto his back, taking closer order as they work down the back. And it's the frontman in front here in the Derby, leads by a length to Prompt Prodigy. 𝘼𝙏𝙀 third, followed by Toscanini. Milford cast three deep at this point. Further back to Rocket Spade, then 𝘼𝙪𝙨. Young Werther out in the check cap is deeper out trying to improve. Then Skylab. Back on the inside, the favourite Montefiore from Explosive Jack has got in front of a few horses now. Lion's Roar, 𝘼𝙑𝙨 improving. Well back came Olympic Gaze, and Rondino's about the last one. 700 metres to run. It's the frontman in front from Prompt Prodigy. Milford in third, then 𝘼𝙏𝙀, Toscanini, Young Werther. 𝘼𝙑𝙨 starting a run at the 600 metres. Skylab gets going. Back on the inside, Montefiore is trying to pick up on the inside of Rocket Spade. Coming up to the turn, and it's the frontman swinging in front. Montefiore is getting a rails run, and the filly starting to come into the race. 𝘼𝙏𝙀 moved up on the outside. Then Young Werther, Milford, and further back to Rocket Spade. It's the frontman being tackled by 𝘼𝙏𝙀. Montefiore has gone one pace. Coming down the outside is Lion's Roar. Explosive Jack and Young Werther between them. Here's the go in the Derby. It's Lion's Roar and Explosive Jack. Explosive Jack goes to Young Werther. I think Explosive Jack wanted a nose to Young Werther and a head away to Lion's Roar. Then came Montefiore, followed by 𝘼𝙏𝙀. Further back to Rocket Spade, 𝘼𝙑𝙨, the frontman from Olympic Gaze. A gap back to Rondino from 𝘍𝙗𝙗, Skylab, Toscanini, Milford, and the last two, 𝘼𝙪𝙨 and Prompt Prodigy. It's a photo in the Bentley Australian Derby.
And let's have another look at this. Explosive Jack. If he gets there, history will have been made. A Tasmanian Derby winner winning the Australian Derby. Lion's Roar in the middle, Young Werther on the inside. As they draw close, Explosive Jack and Young Werther. It looks like Jack, and it is Jack. Explosive Jack number 10. Well, Johnny Allen, Kieran Maher, David Eustace over Young Werther and Lion's Roar.
What a training performance. He's been up for a while, and he's just one of them tough stayers. Johnny Allen knew him. He got on his bike early and he made his move, and he just kept grinding away there, and was too good for Young Werther. The blinkers worked on him, didn't they? And he was a much more relaxed horse today, and Lion's Roar presented at the right time. He's run boldly, but a terrific staying performance from Explosive Jack. They were walking early there. Look, I don't know whether you can find too many excuses for those favourites. The winner was just too tough.
A very slowly run Derby. They walked in the middle stages. They were running 13.6, 13.8, 13.8. Then they quickened up slightly, but it was a real sprint home. They've run a slow time of 2:34.13, 35.81 the last 600, and the fastest Derby we've seen has been octagonal in 2:28.4. They've run 2:34.1.
That's that's as quick as they've come home all day pretty well, and to think they've done it in a derby, that speaks it all. But slowly run derby, but it's a few questions have to be asked after that race.
10-7-1-16. Young Werther's run second. Lions Roar has run third. 16 has run fourth. The filly, Montefilia, and 8 has run fifth. So Explosive Jack, it's been a big week for Ciaron Maher and David Eustace. They won the Tancred last Saturday with Sir Dragon A. And here's another Australian Group 1 for Johnny Allen. After the Derby win, that takes his tally to 11. And for Ciaron Maher, 18. For David Eustace, 8. 10-7-1-16 after the Bentley Australian Derby.